Welcome back to another exciting episode of What Are They Cooking, the series where we go over and look at all of the crazy replays that you, the viewer, sends in. As always, if you have a replay you would like to see showcased on the channel, you can post it in the Discord link in the description in the Edison Format Replays channel. Now, starting off today, we have a pretty cool build here in Fusion Gate, I guess Fortune Lady, Hero combo. I think my teammate Ausker used to play this crazy chain material Fusion Gate hero list. I think this one's a bit different. Obviously, we're probably going to be using Fusion Gate to like banish Fortune Lady Water and then get it back with Fortune's Future, and it's probably gonna go crazy. We're starting off here just making an Ab Zero to hit into this set monster. Not a great feeling, but whatever, it's a hamster, so we're going to get Raikou Kaiast here. They go Raikou on the Ab Zero, and then Ab Zero takes out the Raikou, of course, so I guess they can't Kaiast us since they did in that order. This next Ab Zero comes down from the Future Fusion, just going to hit the set Raikou. Presumably that's going to take out the other Ab Zero, so we're already just down 2 Ab Zeros, not a great feeling. And the opponent mills Dandy, so they've got set up for that debris. This looks like it might be the Joshua Schmidt Quickdraw Hero deck on the that the opponent is on here. Which I gotta say, having played, is not my favorite build of Quickdraw. Honestly, I prefer having trap cards in that deck, not gonna lie. But they have a decent hand here. They go Avarice with Stardust, so I mean, they're not in a bad spot, but it's just like, making Stardust isn't even that good because you don't have any back row to protect with it. Like, this card's good when you have like Deep Prison Bottomless, because it's like the Deep Prison Bottomless protects the Stardust, and the Stardust protects the back row, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to resolve some Reckless Greeds, so stuff should hopefully be happening. It looks like we got Divas in here. That kind of makes sense. Fortune Future is going to let us draw 2 more. We go Gold Sark into another Fortune's Future, kind of like a whack Destiny draw there. Finally, we're going to summon Diva. We probably should have done that first, actually, to kind of thin our deck, but we can run over everything. However, the opponent does have a strong hand respond to this with the Brain Kaias, and we are just out of Ab Zeros. So that could possibly be an issue. We set the other Reckless, so probably going to be drawing 2 more. The Heavy Storm, very insane top deck too. We should basically just be losing everything here. They go Brain Kaias, which I guess clears everything. So yeah, they're actually not in that great of a spot. We're just going to go summon Diva, get the Gilman. Wait, was that a second Gilman? Oh my god, we were playing 2 Gilman. We're playing like Diva Hero beat Gilman ratios. That's wild. So we just make a Taster set to no more Heavy Storm to fear, I guess. But there is a Chaos Sork that's going to out our Cataster. They have no further plays. The Avarice is still dead. We're going to use our last Miracle to go into Gaia in defense. So I guess we're going to summon this Diva and just make a level 8. Go Stardust, RFDD. It all comes back. Alright, well, this should definitely just probably be lethal, right? For sure, yeah. Game 2, and it looks like we're on Macrocosmos in here, and Zombie World. It kind of makes sense. We probably played Terraforming. It's a searchable sort of floodgate. It's not that great versus this Quickdraw deck. I guess it stops Kaias from coming down, but like Kaias isn't that great versus Absolute Zero. So I don't really know. We're getting hit with the Alias. We're going to summon our own Alias. Crash the Aliases. Alii. I'm going with that. They're going to summon Stratos. Okay. They get Plasma, but they're under Macro, and that kind of low-key sucks for them. We go E-Call, just get Ocean, set another Macro. I guess we're out of ways to clear this, probably. Maybe. They go for Kai's main 2, out the Macrocosmos, but we have another one. But we don't have any cards to actually play the game, so we're going to have to go next. Yeah, just drew too much Floodgate, not enough engine, basically. This game, we have a pretty solid opening hand. E-Call Stratos set 3 with the friggin' Starlight Road protecting our field, and a Macrocosmos and a Bottomless Trap Hole. Wow. Yeah, I mean, yep, definitely. We are getting kind of bamboozled here. They're going to go for Nobleman of Extermination. Of course, Stardust doesn't actually do that well under Macro because it doesn't come back from the graveyard. Opponent's got a Scapegoat to try and stall here, but they still are kind of fundamentally dealing with the issue of being floodgated to death by Zombie World Macrocosmos, and now we brain control their Valley, and it's like really over. We draw 2, we have a Voltic. Okay, that's going to be it. Next match. Bushi, Phoenix Blade, stuff. I think I showed this deck once before, pretty recently, but it was so cool I figured we could have it back for another one, kind of like we did with the Clown Blade deck, you know. Looks like we're up against Dragon Turbo. and they are just drawing cards. They're doing Dragon Turbo things. I mean, that's what's happening. Can they find the Super Rejuvenation? Not so far. They can Avarice put things back, though. Maybe try to draw some more cards. They do have double Reckless, though, and drawing multiple Reckless can start to get out of hand pretty fast. They upstart, but no spell is found, so they're just going to have to set double Reckless and pass the turn. We're going to go for Charge of the Light Brigade here, get another Jane out of the deck, and just swing in with both these guys. Now, obviously, we don't have to fear back row. It's Dragon Turbo, but they are going to draw 4 cards right now, and there's that Super Rejuve you wish he drew last turn. They have all 3 red meds. Wait. Do we see what's happening here? They got 2 of the new arts and 1 of the old arts. What is wrong with you, my guy? What is your malfunction? Wait, the Blue Eyes arts are all different, but, like, that's a little more understandable. It's like if they want to have 3 different Blue Eyes arts, but why do you have 2 of the new red med and 1 of the old red med? That's just freaking cursed, man. What are you doing? They're going to normal summon Vortex Trooper and put back 2 red meds. Absolutely wild decision. Why'd they do that? Why didn't they just start red medding it up? Alright, whatever. Apparently that can wait till next turn, so we're going to search the Anniversary Pack art Blue Eyes. We're going to Magical Stone pitching the one of the Jump Blue Eye. Is this the Jump Blue Eye? I don't remember. And we're going to get back... What did we get back there? I think it was a Super Rejuve, so now we're just Rejuving a bunch, and we have drawn our whole deck, and we play Battle Fader? What's going on with this Dragon Turbo player? Something strange. We call back our Chaos Endmaster, which is a cool card that this deck plays. And we're going to hit over Vortex Trooper. Okay. And that's just lethal because we went for Ancient Sacred Wyvern, which just gets hilariously large when we are up on life points. Alright. Opponent just goes Drago Pass. We summon Jane attack, get Mirror Forced, activate Card Destruction, which you would think would kind of maybe even help the Dragon Turbo player. And it kind of does, because look at what they drew. Unfortunately, they can't few because the Drago's on the field. They could have just traded in, but I guess they don't want their Drago to die or something. Looks like the Drago's dying anyway, though. We wrote up for a Jane out of deck. Jane's going to hit over that Quackimera Drago. And we're going to dust the Future Fusion anyway, so I'm not going to go off. They activate Reju for 1 after trade inning, but that's not very good. And getting hit by the freaking... Oh, no. Getting Urbellum is so rough in this situation. All right, we go for Red Med, and now we're going to flip a Fiend Comedian. Hilarious side deck card. We hit Tails. That means we're going to mill 11 cards. So we mill 2 Phoenix Blades, 3 Phoenix Blades, and an Immortal Bushi. That's pretty cool. They're going to bring back the Quackimera Drago, so no more Specialing Lights and Darks. And they set Reckless Greed, and they pass. Okay. We draw Freed. We get back a Phoenix Blade, so we could potentially take out the whole field here. We can pop the Red Med with the Freed and just equip some Phoenix Blades and start going in with a big Freed. We're just going to equip 1. Lame. Should have equipped more of them. Alright, well, Reckless Greed going to go off into the Vortex Trooper, digging for something. Digging for Battle Fader, apparently. Torrential Tribute, though. Pretty good there. They're going to go for Card Destruction, pitching all the Phoenix Blades in the Necro Garden. That Card Destruction was unironically better for us than for the Dragon Turbo player. They don't draw that crap. Whereas we got to pitch 2 Phoenix Blades and a Necro Garden and draw actual real cards. We bring back the Immortal Bushi. We're apparently playing Cursed Seal of the Forbidden Spell, which is very funny because we have endless fodder for it with all of the Phoenix Blades. So we just add back some Phoenix Blades, and now we can just negate 2 spell cards forever. With the Cursed Seals. This game is looking pretty over. I'm not gonna lie. It's not good. We Cursed Seal, negate the Magical Stone, and they leave, and then we show them we have another Cursed Seal just for BM. All right, nice. Next match we got is Morphtronics, which I don't think we've showcased too much. This build is on Terraforming Deertown. I've actually played a build like this before. It's pretty cool because Morphtronics, of course, are very good at making 7s, so you can make Ancient Fairy Dragon and do some shenanigans with that. Speaking of shenanigans, we get Dust Shooted. Rough. We can summon a Radion hit. It's probably just going to kill our... Why did you kill the Radion and not the back row? You literally have a Sirocco in your hand. My God. Alright, speaking of which, we're going to Tribute over the Bayou, hit in... And we go for Remoten Junk Box, but we get hit with the main deck DD Crow. I would be so mad. I would be so unbelievably mad. Oh my god. We can still do our play, though. We can do this. We have Garden, apparently, too, which, presumably we can revive something with Garden, I think. We're just going to bring out Engineer. So apparently we're playing a 5 to enable Synchro plays. which we're going to use to make Thought Ruler Archfiend. Should maybe have flipped that Garden. Should maybe have just made Stardust and flipped Garden. I can't even imagine how we would lose at that point. I guess the answer is if we use Stardust, then they would hit us with the other DD Crow. On summon, they're going to crow our Morphtronic in the grave so that we can't use the Remoten Search effect. Wild. Okay. These main deck DD Crow is really paying off, hitting all our Morphtronic cards. We summon Sirocco, but it gets halved, and now we go for Vayu into the Armed Wing, and we're going to try to stack, but we're stacking 2 halved guys, so it's just, we get like a 2150 beater or something. No, buddy. It's way smaller than that. Yeah. That's not too good. That's not good. That is not good, and we're going to Tribute Summon Cyber Dragon, I guess. It looks, we're just mating Cyber Dragon in here? Is that what's happening? You would think this was a game, too, with the DD Crows and the Cyber Dragon. I mean, not saying I would side in DD Crow versus Morphtronics, but you know what I'm saying. We go for Burial. I guess this can out the Thought Ruler, or rather it could if we didn't have Solemn Judgment set. So I think that should be the end of the game, right? Yeah. Okay, on to the next one. Against this interesting triple DD Crow main deck Vayu thing. Well, I guess it could have just been 2, but, you know, it was probably 3, let's be real. This guy's probably one of those psychos who just mains 3 DD Crow. I don't know what to tell you. We storm into Gear Town. Okay, pretty good. Future Fusion. So apparently we're playing Chimera Tech Overdragon in here. Why? I guess Map can bring things from the grave, so we can just use Few to mill whatever we want, but it's like, we playing Overload too, maybe, I guess? I don't know. All I know is Chimera Tech Overdragon is going to nuke our board in 2 turns, and that doesn't seem great. So they activate Charge. They go Typhoon, hit the Black Garden, Dark Bribe it. They go Caius. All right, that's going to clear everything except the Future Fusion, which is just going to demolish our field in a second here. They set Solemn. We go Black Garden, summon Scopin, but the Scopin gets freaking Solemn Judgmented. Well, that's all right. We go for freaking Instant Fusion, which I guess, this gives us a token which we can use to revive the Scopin? So Scopin is the thing you revive with Garden? The thing is, can't you just use Map to bring that stuff back? Am I reading Map right? Yeah, this thing just brings back Morphtronics for the grave. I don't know. Do you really need the fancy Garden thing? Garden's like a good card, I guess. Garden's kind of just underrated as a field spell, I suppose. So is it next turn that the Chimera Tech Overdragon comes down? Apparently we're dead to Burial, though, before that even happens. So I guess we don't have to deal with the consequences of our actions there. Maybe it'll come up this game. Who knows? So we're going to send a bunch of things for Chimera Tech Overdragon again. They're just going to summon Fossil Dyna. All right, I guess maybe there won't be consequences. Somehow we just keep getting insulated from the consequences of activating Future Fusion. So we summon a Remoten. Remoten going to get a Radion. Remoten's pretty cool. It's kind of like a bad Stratos. Unfortunately, our stuff's getting halved by this Black Garden. Wait, shouldn't it get halved to 900, I think? Because this is just a continuous effect. Does this thing have original? I think this just has attack. I don't know. I don't want to get into reading Black Garden in the middle of this. We're doing scoping things, but we still can't, like, synchro because, I mean, okay, well, we should be able to get over Dyna now no matter what these things are at because we have another Radion. So we're going to hit over all their stuff, okay, and hit into the sets. It's a Raikou. It kills our back row. We just got a dead Future Fusion sitting here, which we go for Black Rose. Why do we go for Black Rose there? I guess it's just like a 2-for-2 or something, or is it a 3-for-2? Doesn't seem great, but it gets Oppression anyway. They go for Burial, use Vayu, summon Armed Wing, and that's just going to hit over all our stuff. So we got quite a bit to answer here. Fortunately, we have the Heavy Storm, which can take out the Royal Oppression. We get DDV'd, which hits precisely 0 cards. Nice deck dev, idiot. We go for the Heavy Storm. And now we just start field spelling because all these gear towns bring out something, and then the map's going to bring out something too. Apparently, they're playing multiple gardens in here. Bro, just committed to turning the game into a garden fest. We have Instant Fusion. This can go for Dark, and that must be lethal. 13, yeah, that's lethal right there, okay. And we have the garden to potentially insulate against Gores as well, but it looks like we're just dead to the big old Gadgetron boys hitting in. So that was Field Spell Morphtronics. And then finally, we have a good old Gemini match up against Value Turbo as well. I don't know. I just decided to feature this one because it's a cool deck, and I like it. Well, I actually don't love Geminis, but, you know, they're a cool deck. People like Geminis. We get our Spark outed, which is not fantastic. We probably should have just chained it, honestly, because now our guy gets hit over for free. We don't get to resolve the Spark. We're going to hit him with the Blaze Wing Butterfly, so we have a second Spark we could potentially resolve here. They're going to set a Raikou. We're going to normal summon the Blaze Wing again, get back that Dark Valkyria. Bottomless going to be used, but we have chained Spark to get a nice little +1 there. Now we're going to set everything. Heavy Storm gets used, but we have a Starlight Road. However, the opponent's just going to out this with a D-Prison, it looks like. We have Ultimate Offering, though, so we can normal summon our Valkyria again, pop the set Dandelion. What on... Dandelion, Elfin. What are these Vayu players smoking today, man? This is some wild stuff. All right, we hit in, and the Stardust is not going to hit in. We're playing around D-Prison. That's pretty cool because it actually is D-Prison. We're going to go summon the Dark Grepher, pitch the Sirocco, just use some Vayu things, and hit into the Setmon. Do we know? Did he know? All right. That play doesn't make a lot of sense unless he knew somehow, but... we got a Scrap Iron Scarecrow in rotation. Like a Scrap Iron Scarecrow. Was this in a build recently or something? What? Why are we playing Scrap Iron Scarecrow? I mean, I guess that's funny. We Typhoon. We hit the Torrential, which is okay. I mean, there's a Stardust on the board anyway. Maybe you should Typhoon the one you thought was Deep Prison. Well, Ultimate Offering plus all these Giga Plants is just going to end the game, though, right? I mean, okay, the Blackbird Drago gets Solemns, which we're just going to cheat and call back Blackroot Drago after it gets solemned. Should this card go off when it gets solemned? When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, does it need to hit the field? It does not read like Blackroot Drago needs to hit the field. It seems like it should just go off if it gets solemned, but I could be wrong. But there are cards that work that way, and it reads like it works that way. I don't know, this is definitely just game over any way you slice it with the double Gigaplant, friggin' Ultimate Offering, endless meme, right? I mean, there's just no way that this Vayu player's living through all of these shenanigans, so we're going to be going to the next game one way or another. There was definitely some funky stuff going on that turn. I think shouldn't have been able to call back the Brute Drago, but I think it should have actually been able to use its float effects, probably. Like, I could be wrong. Rulings can be weird, but there are definitely cards that work that way where it's like if they're just destroyed, period, they will go off and they don't need to hit the field. So we just summon Granmole here, and we get Necro Gardener, and then the Raikou outs the Granmole. Yo, wait, they're just playing like Plant Vayu. What the hell is Plant Vayu? I don't know, but they're playing it. And we have a Brain into Summon Elfin. If that had been Summon Caius, we'd have been in a pretty good spot. But as it stands, the Ultimate Offering is still here. So the second we draw something, we're just like going off with the Gigaplant, I think. They could just Tribute Summon Vanity's Fiend, though, and that is kind of a problem. We're running out of life points to even use the Ultimate Offering. Okay, now we could Tribute Summon this and just, like, threaten. Now we can equip Supervise, Crash, and then the Supervise will bring the Gigaplant back. Do we want to hit into that set monster? No, we want to go main 2 and make another Gigaplant? No, a Nettles into Blackbird Drago, which I think this card misses timing, though. It's weird. Does it work when you get Solemn, but it misses timing? I'm reading this right? When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, it does not say this card you control. So I feel like I was right earlier, but I'm worried people are going to point out in the comments that that's not how it works. But yeah, the card definitely misses timing, though. So if it got Raikou'd, we would be dead. But as it stands, we're dead to not Raikou, to just like big dude hitting for lethal. So game number 3, we're going to have a Card Trooper swing over our Nettles. And Nettles is just like, you don't want to draw this card. We're going to hit over the Trooper. Okay, they have a bunch of things. They're going to summon Sirocco, hit over. Actually going to work. We have a set Iron Wall, though. That card could go absolutely nuts against Vayu Turbo. Iron Wall just obliterates. We are playing into a Gores. No, we're just going to not play into the Gores. We're going to... Oh, no, why didn't we just attack the Stardust? Now we get absolutely owned by this Iron Wall. All right, is there going to have an End-Phase Typhoon? Yes, there is. We're just going to set Grand Mole. We're setting... My man, your brain is too large for me. I don't know what to say. We're setting Grand Mole. All right, do we negate or do we let it go to the hand? We negate. Then we're going to set the burial. We're going to flip up the Grand Mole attack. And at this point, I don't think they have a way to out the Grand Mole. Okay, they can go for Greffer. They kind of got to go for, like, Plague or something, though. No, they sent Gardna under Iron Wall. Fascinating. All right, we're going to tribute summon that Gigaplant, equip with Supervise. And from here, it should just be over. We make Stardust Dragon, bring back the Gigaplant again. And they have no outs at all. I don't know why they set this burial. It just made their cores dead. And now we're going off. More stuff. Gigaplant. Bring out another one. Try to bottom. No, it's just over. We're just admitting defeat. All right, so interesting final match. Definitely, we had some fun replays today. As always, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought in the comment section. I will see you tomorrow. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Furthermore, if you enjoy my content, you should think about becoming a channel member. You get access to tons of bonus content, and it's a great way to help support the channel.